Sushi Bites live! I told you that I would stream twice today, and I am. I'm a man of my word. So, I'm going to be playing Ghost Sweeper Mikami, Joreishi wa nice body, which loosely translates to Ghost Sweeper Mikami graces the Exorcism with her nice body. And that she does. We're going to be playing on normal difficulty. That way we can finish the game. If we don't play on normal difficulty, we don't get to finish the game. I'm just going to stop my YouTube stream there so I don't get loads of problems and errors in the background, and just get the chat on the side and we are good to go. Yes, let's go. I intend to play and complete the whole game tonight. I have played this game from start to finish countless times. I have the game on the original Super Famicom cartridge, and I've played it on the hardware before and beaten it. It's a very good game and I love it to bits. It's based on a manga and animated series that I absolutely adore. And it's a very truthful, very honest representation of the source material, and I love it for it. So, let's begin. We're on Report 1. All the stages in this game are called reports. I'm not particularly sure why, they just are. There's a lot of coffee signs in this street. You can use them to knock into enemies. You can sort of hang onto platforms like that and swing upwards. This first section teaches you basically everything you need to know. It shows you that some enemies take more than one hit. Ah, there's an item here. This is a power-up that allows us to shoot lightning. I'm going to try not to be so rash and pull off unnecessary moves. Ah, really? And then I proved myself a liar. It's because I'm streaming now. The crisps? What the hell are you on about, Soy Bomb? There are no crisps here. I don't think there's a single crisp in Ghost Sweeper Mikami. Why, is there something wrong? Is there like a packet of crisps in shop? Oh, I see. You're just making references to things earlier in the Skype chat. None of which is going to be relevant to anybody else watching the stream. But, okay. So, we're going to go catch a train. This mission is based around a call to go to a train that's been possessed with ghosts. This is based on a particular episode of the animated show and chapter in the manga. Thanks for the plug there. So, just your general, ordinary nuisance that I'm sure everybody who's travelled southeastern has experienced. Ghosts and bags that shoot spirits and newspapers and rolling trolley carts. Just everything that everybody who's travelled across the UK on train has experienced countless times. And for some reason this train has an upper and lower floor, which is peculiar. Yes, you can go upstairs in this train. When was the last time you travelled on the London subway, Soybum? I don't know, London's not this nutty. So, we're almost at the boss of this first stage. As far as bosses go, he's rather generic, just going to get rid of that guy. He obviously wants to grab something. Dread to think. Knowing what Ghost Sweeper Mikami is like, we all know what he was trying to grab. Okay, boss time. Creepy demon head guy. Okay, we're just going to skip the cutscene and get on with it. If I beat this boss and take even a single bit of damage, then I'm useless and I should quit the YouTubes. done it. I don't have to quit the YouTubes. I succeeded. And now, Castlevania style, we'll just grab the item that falls down from the sky, and we're done. That's stage 1. So that's the spirit train. We had to go investigate a nuisance on the spirit train. We defeated the enemy there. And we got a jewel. You have to get all the jewels and put them in this little statue thing, and then the final boss appears and gives you hell. It's good times. Between each stage, there's a cutscene sort of explaining what's happening next, most of which is going to go completely over our heads. This stage, you have to go investigate a poor child's doll has gone missing. And it turns out that it's part of this doll army led by a giant evil spirit doll, which originally belonged to Mikami herself. So we're gonna go find and defeat an evil doll. Yes, that is what we got to do today. But first we've got to get through loads of swampland and stuff that wasn't in the episode or the part of the manga that this stage is based on, but whatever. And you can hold your breath indefinitely underwater, which is just dumb. The soundtrack in this game is so good. It's so amazing. Having this power-up makes this area much easier. I feel sorry for the frog population that's dwindling now. I am absolutely crushing this game, by the way. Just the amount of skill on show. Someone who's clearly played this game a lot. I didn't really want to get rid of that, but okay. It's happened now. So I haven't shown off yet. There's actually some special items you can use to make things easier for you. Right now I've got these spirit pendants, and what they do is they slow down or stop all enemies on screen. Ah. The devil babies are always difficult to sort out. But I've now switched my special item for the Spirit Talisman, and this is far more useful because the Spirit Talisman gets rid of all enemies on screen. Just, like, destroys every enemy on screen. I think this is some cake. Yes. Haha! I may be a show-off, but that's just how I roll. And after you said that, I took damage, so screw you. Oh, we're getting up to the house. All sorts of weird goings on. We're gonna fight and defeat a giant doll. A floating ghost doll. Now, we can't attack this doll directly. We've got to attack its hands. Luckily for us, we can jump into the doll part here and not take damage. So the trick here is just to wail on a hand. Okay, getting my butt kicked here. So just do that, which temporarily stuns. The orbs stun the boss for longer. I am actually going to die. Come on, not long now. You can tell they're dying because they're flashing, and in old games, if the enemy's flashing, they're gonna die soon. There we go. Ha 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 ha. He tends to show off, especially in his karaoke skills. Thank you, Soy Bomb. You, even if you said it as a joke, ironically, the fact of the matter is you told me that I have karaoke skills. That's fine. I'll take that as a compliment. Now, I think this is the level where you get shrunk. I think. Yeah, this is the level where you get shrunk. I've been shot by a dart that makes me incredibly tiny, and now I've got to ride on top of a cat who's running across a rooftop. Luckily for me, there are demon babies carrying items. But this level takes a lot of memorization, and there's a lot of tricky jumps in it. The fact that I've got up to here and not died yet makes me happy, because this is going to be the first valid point where I can die and I'm not going to be annoyed about it. Because this bit is tricky. So much attention, so much focus. Yes, yes. Oh no. Yes, this scene is in the Sushi Bites intro. I use a spirit talisman while on top of the cat. And of course, this was an episode of Sushi Bites pretty early on. I think the third main episode. So not counting Urusei Yatsura. Ugh. I use a spirit talisman while on top of a cat. Only escape route British, and nobody else ever. I guess. There's a lot of things I say that other people don't say. It's alright, they're evil spirit versions. They're all ghosts. Otherwise, the anti-ghost baton wouldn't defeat them. Hitting them with that and making them die means that they're all spirits. They're all yokais. It's okay. I got my yokai watch. That's my own fault. Right, I'm not going to waste it this time. Yeah, we all know which quote you've got of mine. And it's not safe for a live stream. Ah. There's the cake I missed out on last time. Mikami never misses out on cake. They could be cheese toasties, I guess. I think they're cake. No, this bit's extra tricky. Come on, be the boss. I'm glad you noticed that. She does. Okay, this boss I hate with a passion. That really my only technique for defeating this guy is mashing attack. That's really it. There is no better tactic. Done it. He's not the kind of boss you can do a pattern with. You just have to keep wailing on him. Oh, the ghost things. Oh, you mean the smoke ghosts? Yeah, they do. They do look like cheese toasties. Okay, this stage we go to... I think this is the one where we go to, like, a park and it's all overrun with trees and fungi and stuff like that. Yeah, it's this one. Each level is distinct, like no one level looks the same as another. That's something I really love about this game, is they really took the time to make every area feel different. But they all feel like they could be part of the Ghost Sweeper Mikami manga and storyline. There is a secret route up there, but there's nothing up there of importance. A lot of the enemies in this level are so annoying that I'm just gonna try my hardest to just rush past them. Like the banana tree that throws bananas at you. Ah, that stupid tree that shoots stuff. It's so annoying. I don't really have much to say at this point. You need so much focus in this area that just... I really cannot put words to mouth right now. Alright, this area is a bit better. Got these horrible trees that puke mushrooms at you. And then you've got these spores and you have to move them away from you because they explode if they touch you. Right, now we got bigger flying tomato things. Because the small ones weren't enough. Those explode into smaller ones. Which is always fun. Thank you. I hate using power-ups in games. I always think I'm going to save them for a more convenient time. Sometimes the only convenient time is right now. Ugh. He's got his mouth open, he's ready. Everything in the game is sort of pattern-based. If you take it slowly, you take less damage. But the problem is, if you take it slowly, you look less good. So to show off, I have to be quicker. Then I take more damage. And I look less impressive. And the cycle continues. It's alright, we're going to get this level beat soon enough. Oh, of course. You have to go down from here, I think. Yeah. I'm not going to do it. If you hit her, her ghosts appear and hit you. She's got, like, these spirit creatures that help her out called the Shikigami. I am not going to hit her because I don't want to lose health. Now, I'm usually good with this boss, but I just want to make sure I've got all the luck I can get on my side. So I am going to be fighting a spirit dog that could duplicate itself into more spirit dogs. And it's an ever-repeating cycle. Now there's two. One's a duplicate, one's the real one. You'll turn anything into a cheese toasty given the chance. Right, it'll have duplicated again. Ah. The very same Shikigami. Yes, I can't remember what it means now, but it is indeed the same word, although it's used in a different context in Ghost Sweeper Mikami. I knew that was going to happen. I still attacked one more time like an idiot. It's a really tricky battle because you have to pay attention to what two ghosts are doing. Be lucky. Yes. Okay, he's flashing. Not long now. Got him. And he turns into a cute little dog. You will pay for your ramifications. And we're good. I'm making good time with this game, actually. Only 20 minutes in, and there's only 3 more levels to go. This one's particularly tough because it's like a shmup, except you don't get a projectile, so it's good fun though. Yes, she is a ghost sweeper, but she has been known to ride a broom at one point in the story. It was a possessed broom, and there were 2 of them. A lot of these enemies, though, like the Moai heads and the witches, are made up for the game. Ugh. Alright, that's it. Game over! Luckily for us, we can continue. And we've got a password as well. Now, continuing does fill our lives back up, but if we get to the boss of a stage and we continue, we have to go back to the start of the stage. It's not a big deal. This is the only stage in the game where that's a concern, because it's very easy to get game over, even once you get to the boss on this stage. Now I'm just making amateurish mistakes now. Got the cake. I'd rather be an amateur than have too many fleas. That's the saying, isn't it? And that's it. I'd rather do as I please than be a pro. I think. Right, that's it. You're all going to hell. There we go. I know I probably lost some cake by doing that. Yeah. Cake. Cakey. Oh. Oh. I think this is it. The boss of this stage is a vampire. And he is tricky. That's not his name. He just is difficult. Because he spins around and sort of follows you about. Missed him. I gotta do this on one heart now. The pressure is on. Right, this is the annoying bit. This is where he flies in from different angles to be a nuisance. Which means you basically gotta hog the center and then steer out of the way. Hogging the center is the only way to not mess that up. Oh, he's gonna come through again. Ah! Damn it! It's alright, the game puts us back here. Ah. That was professionally done though that time. Ah! Took damage again. Until then, that was professionally done. The way I hugged him then. I've only got one talisman this time. I can only afford to mess up one more time. Ah, and I did it. Oh. That's it. We'll have to do the whole flying section again. Oh, did you see that? I've already triggered him to do the flying bit. What kind of vampire spins, anyway? Got him! Haha! Yes! Awesome! Oh, I'm so glad about that. I was having fears that I would game over on this stage. Well, if the next stage is the one I think it is, and it's the construction site, then I'm going to force myself to have a game over, just so I have more lives. Yeah. I'm going to force a game over here, so I've got more lives to play with. There's no way I'm doing this without a couple of lives to hand. There's a point where you can also gain an extra life in this stage. You have to not attack a specific enemy to get it. Luckily enough, I know what I need to do in order to get that. So let's go! Construction site! What, you don't tell me you didn't do the same thing in video games when you were annoyed? Evil possessed sandbags, because why not? Right, these rocks, you have to hit them, and then they're stunned, and you can jump over them. So you have to hit them to change their jump pattern. It's tricky. Oh! Hate those balloons. They're so awful. Your best option is just to avoid them. So if you shoot them, you then have to avoid their parts, like so. Which isn't always easy. Just take the higher route up here. Jump over. Ah, crap. I get a power up and then I lose it. Right, okay. It's coming up. Oh, you do have to hit it. If you hit a rock, you become a rock in the next life. Ah, well, looks like I'm stuck as a rock in the next life. That's alright, I'm going to have loads of great adventures. Rocks have all the fun anyway. Ah. I'm making dumb mistakes now. Just forget it. I'm not even going to bother stunning them. And that hasn't helped. Perfect. That is overdoing it a little bit. And here I'm also going to overdo it a little. Yay! Thank you, Okinu. That's the ghost's name, Okinu. Right, got the cave to go, and then we've got the boss of this level, which is also tricky. As you do, we're just making our way through a cave, killing blobs, I guess. There's not really much context for these blobs either. Not Akinu, Okinu. And she's not everybody's friend to begin with. In the first episode of the show, she tries to kill off one of the main characters. That's just because she wanted somebody to spend the rest of her ghostly time with. Admirable, really. Not long now. Right, this bit's tricky because the rocks are now in quicksand. Now, it's not quicksand that makes you sink forever. You can jump out of it. It just makes timing stuff tricky here. But all we have to do is make it past this last guy. And we made it to the boss. And then we can restart from there. And I've got 3 lives to do, well, 4 lives to do the boss with. This isn't a hard boss, especially when you know the pattern. And I practiced this boss again today, because I had a save state at this boss, so I practiced him. Not because he's particularly tricky, but because if you can do him without him even having a chance to attack you, it looks cool. But I also know the spacing for his attacks as well, so I practiced this guy a lot because I did have so much trouble with him playing on the Super Famicom. On the original cartridge, I had so much trouble with this guy. Okay, that's part 1. Now part 2, he's on top of a giant rat. You have to make sure that there aren't 3 clowns, because if there are, they'll finish their song, and their song will turn you into a kid and you can't attack. Right, that's okay. We're at the boss. I got 3 more lives to do him with. I know I can do it. Even attacking Pokemon isn't cool. Had a problem with that, if you remember, as well. Ah. Yeah, amateur mistakes at this point. I'm showing myself up. I'm making too many dumb errors here. Alright, part 2. See what I mean, though? If you could attack him without letting him have a chance to attack, how cool does that look? Just wailing on the guy. There's actually timing to that. It looks like I was just mashing jump and attack, but there was timing to that. Yeah. Would you honestly believe that if I told you? Alright, one last stage to go. We've got the Playboy Mansion. I've got 3 lives to do it in. Shouldn't be too difficult. This level's only got 1 section anyway, unlike the rest of the levels which have 2. But this level has an interesting gimmick, in that you have to create your own platforms. Little fairy Reikos, which is weird. And also, the physics in this level are off as well. It's very weird. You're basically inside Reiko's imagination in this stage, so... There's all sorts of strange, quirky stuff going on. And that's why all the enemies are also Reiko. And there's like a billion Reikos in the background. Now, I am taking this area very carefully. I think because I'm on track to beat this game in less than an hour, so I can afford to be a bit careful. So whereas you could just jump really high and create a platform really high, I don't want to run the risk of screwing that up. Let's come over here and get... I can't remember what it is that's up here, but I do need it. Ah, it's a pendant. The pendant is more useful in the upcoming boss battle than the Spirit Talisman is, because it stops the enemy for longer, and in this boss battle you need that. What, no hidden rhythm game mode? In this game, no. There are games that contain hidden rhythm game modes. Can't think of any off the top of my head. I definitely have played games that have shocked me with surprise modes. It was Manx TT Superbike that has a playable sheep mode where you can ride a sheep instead of a motorcycle. And again, what would you expect from Sega? Right, this is it. We're at the end of the stage already. Oh, you want a rhythm game in every stream? Ugh. You wouldn't know escape route British law if it hit you in the face. I could do a rhythm game. I'm sure there'll be plenty of time because I'm making such great progress. I'm going to be done with this game in an hour. Okay, boss time. I've got 3 lives to do this in. I've got to fight basically a younger, fitter, more attractive version of myself. Yeah. Done it. That's what you need them stones for. And then this guy, you just wail on him. And the boss battle's done. He can't actually fight back, by the way, for reference. He can't do anything, so you don't have to feel bad about me wailing on him. Right? Final boss time. We've made it to the final boss. Thing is, even the final boss is a walkover. Not easy, but if you know the boss's pattern, not a challenge. And we can continue from here as well, so we're basically done. We're basically done with the game already. And the boss presents itself from outside of the ornament we've been collecting the parts of, and now it's time to fight this boss. What we want is for her to use her lightning, because that's when she's most vulnerable. I said it's easy, I'm now going to show myself up. Ah, done. Done. We're done. Time, as they say at ADGQ. Time. We're done. At 43.5 minutes. So what am I going to fill the rest of the time with? Because I was planning to stream for at least another half an hour. And it turns out the whole thing was a waste of time and money. Just like this stream.